I'm proud of you fellas. You all kept your head on a swivel, and that's what you gotta do when you find yourself in a vicious cockfight.
Head on a swivel rotation. I got the back door swinging rotation. If it's wall, double back in rotation. If it's wall, double back in rotation.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Sterlz, young Sterlz, Pascal, whatever you want to call me for real. And I'm your host. This is a new podcast we're introducing. It's called Head on a Swivel, and it will just be recapping the NFL, basically.
What up, dog? It's your boy Stan, Lorraine, Akovich, Awkwardvich. That's what they call me. No, that's what Fufer calls me. But, yeah, we here. We ready to talk some football.
So, basically, what are your initial thoughts on the season?
Falcons, Super Bowl, all day. Every day. That will always be my thoughts on the season. But there are also other teams out there. I'm interested to see a lot of different teams like the Giants. My man Saquon Barkley. Who else am I excited to see? I'm excited to see the Browns. My man Jarvis Landry. I want to see what he does. There's a lot of different storylines I'm interested to see.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the Browns myself. I think they're a sleeper team. I think people are sleeping on them. I think they were able to go out in free agency and get enough pieces, and with their recent draft picks like Myles Garrett and others, I feel like they got enough talent to actually finally compete.
I agree. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I mean, they've had the first pick in the draft, how many years? Or first in the top 3 for years. I mean, at some point, they got to turn it around, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of, guys that I even forgot about, like Jabril Peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just got him last year, so.
Did they get him
last
year?
This is only his second year in the league.
Oh, I'm tripping. Why did I feel like they got him a while back? Not a while back, but like a couple years ago. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay. Well, yeah, they got, so Jabril Peppers his second year, Myles Garrett. They got Jarvis Landry now. Josh Gordon can get off the couch and be the best player on the field. They got Tyrod Taylor. I was watching Hard Knocks or whatever. That man, Tyrod Taylor, he goes to work. That man works hard. He's a
professional.
He is a professional, dude. He's the first person in the building, last person out. I hated to see that he dislocated his pinky or whatever it was. But I hope he gets back. I think he'll be great. And yeah, I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to see him go to work.
Yeah, they also got Carlos Hyde. I don't know how he's going to be. He's come from the 49ers.
Oh, that's right. I've heard a little bit about him during fantasy. I don't really know how good of a player he is, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely just excited to see how they do. I hope they make some noise and not trash. I'm also excited for the transition when Baker Mayfield starts playing.
Yeah.
I doubt they'll sit him the whole year.
I doubt that too.
But we'll just have to see.
We will have to see. It's weird that you would spend your first pick on a quarterback and not have him play at all during the season. To me, how much are they paying him? Do you know? I
am not sure, but he was the number one pick, so
so it's got to be a pretty decent contract. Because for him to be I'm assuming he's making more money than Tyrod to be sitting on the bench. Shit, that's the dream. That's the dream, to be making first round pick money and just be sitting on the bench. As a quarterback, that'd be decent.
Just be the backup. The backup life is life.
Shoot, that's the dream life, bro.
You don't got no pressure on you.
Right. Only thing he's worried about is them damn sponsorships. You saw that underwear sponsorship he had.
Yeah, that man, he's balling. He's getting interviews, everything. But if you're number one pick in the NFL draft, I hope that would be happening.
Right.
So do you have any other sleeper teams that you're looking forward to seeing this year?
Well, I said the Giants, right? Or I said I was interested in seeing the Giants.
Yes.
But yeah, I think they're going to be a sleeper. I don't know what the consensus is on them. I don't know if people think they're going to be trash, but I think they're going to be great.
They got a lot of weapons.
I hate that people talk down on Eli. He hasn't bested Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it was twice, but I don't. it's hard with Eli because he done that in the Super Bowl, but then some of the other stuff we seen him do just during the regular season.
Yeah, but I mean, who did he have around him last season?
This certainly isn't prime time Eli, and he also doesn't have the greatest offensive line either.
Oh, is their offensive line trash?
It's not the best.
Oh man, I drafted Saquon. Well, hopefully.
I mean, Saquon is Saquon though.
He could make
he can catch.
He can make something out of nothing. Is the crazy like that first run was just like I knew he was gonna be great, but like that first run sealed it for me. I was like, this man is gonna be wild. He brought like it looked like a play that was gonna go for negative yards, and he fucking made it a 30-yard gain. I thought that was crazy.
I definitely think they got a potent offense though. They'll definitely be an interesting team to watch. I mean, they got Saquon, Odell, Sterling Shepard, and Ingram at tight end. Yeah. Like that's a pretty nice lineup.
I know, cause like even I mean, I don't know if like this makes sense, but I feel like having like that many stars can kind of offset how good your line is because like so you're not gonna really stack the box because you have Odell, Sterling Shepard out there that can catch the ball, and then you're not gonna play, and you're gonna not stack the box because you have Saquon. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that eases the pressure off of the O line. You see what I'm saying?
I think
different options.
I think those receivers are gonna see a lot of one-on-one matchups that they aren't used to seeing, which will help
against Odell. I mean,
yeah, I mean Odell because that's the thing. I don't see how. I think if they had a more prime Eli, this offense would really be unstoppable. I think with Eli's age and his declining athleticism, I don't know how well he's going to be able to move and get the ball out like he used to. But I definitely see this offense being very potent because, like you were saying, if you stack the box against Saquon, that basically means you're going to have to go one-on-one with Odell, Sterling Shepard, and Ingram.
Exactly.
And you just basically after that, it's just about picking the best route and getting it to your man. Because I don't think either of those guys can really be guarded one-on-one unless it's a top corner in the league.
Speaking of which, that leads us right into the Jalen Ramsey, Odell, week 1. Who you got?
See, I like the Giants because I'm an Odell fan. So I want to see them do well. Mm-hmm. But that Jaguars defense is nasty.
Yeah.
And with Saquon just being a rookie and it being the first week, mm-hmm. I don't know if that offense will be like hitting stride just yet. I think they'll need a couple of weeks to like really get it going.
Yeah.
So I think Jalen will get the best of him week 1. Okay. I think he's gonna make some plays. It's Odell, but I think that Jaguars defense is gonna be too much overall to where like they'll be able to slow down Odell and the offense. And I think, and also another thing, Odell's never seen Jalen yet.
Yeah, they haven't seen each other yet.
But I feel like as a receiver, it's a little harder before you get used to somebody.
Really? You think so?
I mean, once you're an NFL corner, I feel like you can figure out different receiver types. Mm-hmm. And Odell is more of that quickness, that quick shifty guy.
But he's got that speed. He's got like inline speed though.
Yeah, but he's not big. Like I feel like Jalen Ramsey struggles more against the big receivers.
Isn't Jalen Ramsey big himself?
Yes.
He's like what, like 6'2", 6'3"?
He's pretty big, yeah. He's taller than Odell.
Yeah. I just think Odell. Well, I mean, so you say like the Jacksonville defense overall will just be able to basically outdo the Giants offense, and that's what you think that will just basically stifle Odell like altogether. Is that kind of what you're saying? Like like their because like I'm saying like the 1-on-1 like Jalen Ramsey versus Odell. Who do you think?
I think it's gonna be pretty even. Odell's gonna make some plays, and Jalen's gonna make some plays.
Right. I mean, in the end, two elite guys, like that's just how it's gonna be.
They're both Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, I agree.
But
offense or wide receivers will always have.
And
benefit of the doubt.
In the end, how the rules are made is the rules are. What am I trying to say?
Tailored.
Yeah, the rules are tailored towards the offensive players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. And the offensive players know the plays.
Yes.
So yeah, I get you. What did they fix that rule about having the head down before regular season? Because I will not watch if people are getting 15-yard penalties for.
No, that rule is still going.
It's still in effect. That's so dumb to me. The whole preseason was littered with those penalties for.
I understand it though. If you look at the concussion research.
I mean, I get that, but like, I don't know. How much is it really stopping concussions though? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, like, so all this CTE stuff, right? So that comes from just like the shaking of the head, right? The shaking of the brain within the skull.
Yes,
how much you can do that on a regular tackle? You fall to the ground, you hit your head on the ground, or not hit your head on the ground, but even just falling to the ground shakes your head. Anything having to do with football, I think, shakes your head. So I don't understand why putting your head down.
It's not shaking your head; it's shaking your brain.
Okay, shaking your brain. If you fall to the ground, you're shaking your brain. If you,
it all depends on the impact. Your brain doesn't just move that easily in your head.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, if you're going full speed, right, you get brought to the ground hard. Fair, clean tackle, nothing wrong with the head or anything like that, but you get slammed to the ground. Your brain's gonna shake a little bit, I would assume. I mean, I'm no doctor. But I would assume your brain would shake a little bit.
I mean, that's if you get slammed to the ground. But if you do a real form tackle like how you supposed to do it, your head's supposed to be on the outside of the person's body anyway. So, like, if you make the form tackle how they tell you supposed to be, you really should just be driving through the middle of their body. So, in theory, you're going to land on top of them, and their like ass and butt's going to hit the ground before, like, their backside's going to hit the ground before, like, their head hits the ground. So it's not going to be that much impact.
But I mean, we could say in theory.
And in theory, their head really shouldn't hit the ground at all.
I mean, yeah, we're saying in theory, but it's the game of football. There's big grown ass men running full speed into each other. Like,
but I get the head down part, because when you keep your head up, you're less likely to hit it because you can see what's coming towards you. You just see it. You're not just going to go and just smack your head against something on purpose normally. Like in football, you just do that because you put your head down. You like, fuck, this is a hit. A hit's about to come. Like, I don't have to see it. You put your head down, it just makes everything better. Like,
yeah, I get that. I mean,
but when you see that shit coming, you're like, oh, I don't want this touching my face. I will move out the way, just put my shoulder in somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
But in the heat of the moment, it's very hard to do that. I understand your point.
I guess it's just weird to be like, it's got to be hard for guys that have played football their whole lives and have played how they do, and then to change it at the top level, I guess. I mean, I guess you got to start somewhere. And I also think that they know what they signed up for. I mean, I guess it's shitty because, like, I don't want anybody to have CTE. Like, I've seen the movie. So, like, I know, like, the effects that come with it. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. Like, you kind of know what you signed up for, right? I guess, like, you can recommend keeping your head up, right, to protect yourself. I mean, you're an NFL player. People spend thousands of dollars to protect their bodies, right? So, like, you can go into a football game and protect your body, right? But still play well, I guess. Like I feel like it'd be better to recommend that than to like punish people for it. I don't know. I just feel like it changes the game. I feel like it just messes up the game.
It's all a play to keep people watching. People, since
you think they made the rule to keep people watching?
Yes, because people know now, like how dangerous playing football is from the CTE movies and stuff like that. So people, like, I feel like a good amount of the public is like, oh, I don't know if I can support this anymore because these people are literally killing themselves.
Right. Yeah, that is true.
So, like, they're trying to make the game safer so people don't, like, because, I mean, some people are not going to care regardless. But they're trying to keep those people who are like, that do care about the players' health and stuff, watching the game by making the game safer. Mm-hmm. So they're not, like, people don't want to support something when they know people are just like fucking themselves up.
And you don't think they're taking people out, like the hardcore, like this is how football should be, like kill each other people out? You don't think they're like taking those people out of the game? Like when they see like a regular football hit that would be normal in 06, but like they getting 15-yard penalties for it.
And that's what the fines and stuff are for. They're just trying to cut back on that, basically.
Yeah, interesting. We'll see how it goes in the regular season. They'll probably change up how they officiate it, to be honest.
So speaking of week 1 matchups, let's just get into this. First game of the season, tomorrow night, Thursday, 8:20.
Let's go.
Rematch of the NFL divisional playoff game. Eagles versus Falcons.
Should have won last year. Gonna win this year. If you're asking me for a score, 48-0 Falcons. Eagles not playing. But, I mean, hey, man, I love my Falcons to death. This is a football podcast, and I will not change the fact that the Falcons have been my team since I was a baby. But, realistically, I think it's going to be a great game. The Eagles' defense will always be really good. I don't think it's going to change, from last year. I think their front seven is still going to be one of the best in the league, and that'll give us fits. It'll probably be a decently low-scoring game because I don't know how Foles is going to play. But realistically, I say 21-10 Falcons.
Huh? It's an interesting take. I agree with you that I believe that the game will depend on how Foles plays. I think the Eagles' defense will hold their own, and it will all be dependent on how the Eagles' offense does. I'm interested to see how they are, especially without Alshon Jeffrey being out and Carson Wentz not playing.
That's the thing. I don't think their offense can, as good as the Eagles' defense is. I don't think they'll be able to hold us to a low enough score to allow Foles and the offense to score more than us. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Because like we have too many weapons at this point. Oh man, Calvin Ridley. Now.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley definitely changes that offense.
Julio, Sanu. 2 crazy running backs, which I'm sure Tevin Coleman. I think Tevin Coleman's in like the last couple years of his contract. Maybe the last year. I think he's gonna be
I feel like this is gonna be a breakout year for Tevin.
You think so? I don't think.
I feel like Devontae has to slow down soon. He's getting old. He's getting older. Yes.
How old is Devontae? He's like 26. We just drafted him not too long ago.
This is the NFL though.
Yeah, true. Yes, in running.
running back years, that man gotta be getting up there.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I mean, Le'Veon Bell's 26, and he's prime.
But Devontae Freeman been getting hurt in recent years too. Did he? He's been having injury. Did I have him on the team? I just know I was using Tevin sometimes because I knew Devontae wasn't going to be playing that much because I had Tevin Coleman on fantasy teams.
Well, I know. I don't think it'll be a breakout year for. I don't know.
I think he's going to get more touches this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. Like, you can't really have a breakout year in an offense that splits the carry so evenly with Tevin and Devontae. But I think if he does become a free agent, he would be a great starting running back for any team because he's really good. Every time I see him run, it looks effortless. I like it.
Yeah, but back to the game. I believe. I don't want to say it because I'm actually kind of an Eagles fan. But after finding out the information that my man Alshon Jeffrey's gonna be out,
it's not looking too pretty.
I'll have to go with the Falcons. 24-20.
Ooh, it's a little close, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
The win.
So it hurts.
Falcons. Yeah, I wish we had video so I could show him my Falcons towel that my man Zach Silva got for me. Shouts out to Zach Silva for getting me that towel. Anyways, what other games we got? Let's see. Schedule week 1.
Do you just want to go through just the games? Just give us our prediction.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So next, we'll just go through these games and just give you our predictions. I'll let you start. You can read off the first game.
Okay. All right. Bills at the Ravens. That's an easy dub for the Ravens. I just been hearing that the Bills are absolute trash this year.
Peterman is trash. I don't know why he's a starting QB in the NFL. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did they not draft some? They drafted a dude from Wyoming, right? They drafted. I heard they're starting Peterman, but they drafted. What is his name?
Are you talking about Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen, right? The big guy with the big arm or whatever.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be trash too.
You think he's gonna be trash?
He didn't do anything in college. But yeah, I agree with you, Ravens. I got Ravens. I'll give them 21-7 over the Bills.
I'm interested to see how they're gonna use Lamar Jackson, if they're gonna use him at all. I got to see him in the Colts preseason game. He didn't do anything, but I still think he's a great athlete. But anyway, yeah, let me give a score. I say 24-3, Ravens.
Next, we got the matchup you first talked about, Jaguars at the Giants.
That's an interesting matchup. I'm excited to see the game. I think the Jags will continue with their little good with the good record that they had last year. I think they'll pull this one out. But it'll be closer than people expect, I think. I'd probably say 30-28.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that. I'm going with the Jaguars. I think week 1, I don't think we'll see the true Giants offense because I think they'll need some time to gel. So I think the Jaguars defense will get the best of them, even though I am not the biggest fan of Blake Bortles. He definitely needs to get a lot better.
He's trash.
And they don't have the greatest of receivers, but I think their offense will be good enough, especially with Leonard Fournette. If they can just control the ball, they'll be able to win with the defense they have. And I'm going to go with a score of 21-17.
I feel like guessing the score is such a guess. Like, there's no way to even... I don't even know how I get the numbers.
I think it's just going to be close, low scoring. Because the Jaguars can't really... I don't think they can light up the scoreboard, but I think they can definitely hold people.
Right. Okay. Next matchup: Bucks Saints, NFC South matchup. I hope they beat each other up and injure each other. And actually, let me not put that bad energy out there. I just hope they beat each other up and yeah. But I'm going Saints. I have my man Drew Brees, my man Alvin Kamara. I heard the defense is decent, right? They got Marshawn Lattimore, and who else they got? Who else they got on that defense? Freaking, I think they had somebody else I know. I don't know. I heard they're gonna be pretty decent this year. Bucks. I haven't heard anything good about the Bucks. I think they drafted a running back and he got injured. But yeah, I don't see the Bucks doing anything. But it is a divisional game, so it'll be decently close. I say 30 to 10. Fuck, I don't know. Saints.
Oh yeah, this would be an easy dub by the Saints, especially the Buccaneers don't have Jameis Winston. The Saints defense got a year older. They were real young last year and they were getting better as the year went on. I think they'll be more experienced this year. Their offense is still potent. Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara. I think, I definitely think it's going to be an easy dub. I think Saints put up 42 on them.
Shouts out to the Saints, though, man. I am from Louisiana. I don't like the Saints at all, but shouts out to them just for being you guys. The next matchup. That's interesting. Texans, Patriots. I mean, the Patriots will probably win just because they're the Patriots, and I fucking hate the Patriots. But I mean, the Texans will give them a run for their money. That's for sure. I mean, J.J. Watt's back, right?
Yes.
J.J. Watt's back. Jadeveon Clowney is another year in. I mean, that defense will always be pretty decent. We just got to see how my man Deshaun Watson's going to do. Yeah.
This is an intriguing matchup. I honestly think the Texans going to win.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, it's at the Patriots? Never mind. I had to change. I only say that. I only say that because the Patriots usually actually drop the first week. Everybody, the Patriots not here anymore. And then they just end up going to the Super Bowl.
Was that just because he was Tom Brady suspended last year? Wasn't he suspended for the first couple of years?
No, I don't think that was last year. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not sure. I don't think it was last year, though.
Yeah, I'm tripping. We probably got to speed through these.
Yeah, we might just want to touch on the intriguing matchups.
Okay. Vikings, 49ers. The Vikings got that one. I am interested to see what Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I like that defense of the Vikings for the Vikings. And I can't lie. I think the Vikings are a sleeper team with Kirk Cousins. I think people sleep on Kirk Cousins. What he was doing last year was pretty, in my opinion, spectacular with the pieces he had around him. His best piece was hurt damn near the whole season in Reed, the tight end, and he still put up numbers week after week.
Still balled out.
With Jamison Crowder as his best receiver.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins came out of nowhere.
And now he has Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen and Kyle Rudolph and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, they're going to be nice. And Latavius Murray.
Yes, exactly.
Sheesh.
So yeah, I'm going with
offense is better than I thought it was.
I'm going with the Vikings in that game.
It'd be nice. All right, Titans, Dolphins, probably the most fucking boring matchup we got on this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Titans. That's all I'm gonna give it to you. Marcus Mariota all day.
I mean, I hope Dolphins just because I drafted Kenyon Drake or whatever his name is. Next, this is even more boring. Bengals, Colts.
Colts, Andrew Luck is back. We're back, baby.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
We're back, baby.
I want to see how Andrew Luck plays, but God, y'all have nobody else on that team. Other than T.Y.
We're back, though. It doesn't matter. All we need is Andrew Luck. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm a Colts fan. Yeah. Every year that Andrew Luck has played a full season, we've been 11-5. If anybody didn't know that.
Decent players back there.
We still got decent players.
Who's y'all's running back?
Marlon Mack.
Oh, okay. Who is he? Who did he play for?
No, we drafted him last year.
Oh, okay.
I forget what school he came from. And then we also got this dude named Wilkins. He's supposed to be a sleeper, like, cause he's a big back, but he's a rookie. Mm-hmm. But he went to Ole Miss. He averaged like 6.7 yards a carry, and he like made people miss. Like,
and he was big.
I'm pretty sure he like made a tackler miss like once out of like every 3 carries or something like that. Something like that.
That's impressive.
So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued with that matchup. I'm gonna go with the Colts over the Bengals.
I'll go with the Colts as well. I mean, I haven't heard anything from the Bengals in a while. I haven't heard them do anything.
Next, we have the Steelers versus the Browns.
That's interesting. I'm gonna go Browns. If they don't have Le'Veon, he's not playing first week.
That is what has been reported so far.
If he's not playing first week, I'm going Browns.
I agree with that. If Le'Veon doesn't play, I'm going with Browns, but I really hope he plays because I got him on too many fantasy teams. He's going to hurt me.
Yeah, you auto-drafted him.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm so glad I have Todd Gurley.
Was I the first pick?
Yeah, you're the first pick.
That's bull.
I was the second pick.
I'm so mad my shit didn't work.
But yeah, I'm going Browns. Browns going to get that first dub. 1-0. Let's go.
Yes, I agree with that. If Le'Veon does not play, I'll give it to the Browns. But if Le'Veon plays, the Steelers' offense will be too much.
Bless him.
Next, we have the Chiefs at the Chargers.
I think the Chargers will pull that out, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Their offense is coming together. And I mean, they've always had Phillip Rivers. I mean, Phillip Rivers has been a staple for years. But, I mean, Melvin Gordon, I heard, is supposed to be coming out strong this year. And then who else? I got, like, Keenan Allen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen. He's been one of the best receivers in the league for, like, the past 3 years. He just always gets hurt before the season's over.
Yeah, so maybe if they can stay healthy, I think they'll be a pretty decent team.
They also have Henry at tight. Oh, he tore his ACL. He was going to be good.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think the Chargers going to win this. Patrick Mahomes going to be a rookie. Well, it's his second year, but it'll be his first. It'll be one of his first starts, like actual starts. And I think he just still has some learning to do before he's going to be a great NFL quarterback. Because I think one day he's going to make some noise because he got a big arm. But I think the Chargers would be too much. I also think they got a slept-on defense.
Okay. Seahawks at the Broncos.
I really do not care about this game at all.
I just don't know where
both of these teams fell off. They were in the Super Bowl like 3 years ago, and now they just fell off.
One interesting thing I did read is I saw that what's his name? Shaquem.
Oh yeah, he's starting. Yeah,
so
I want to see that.
Great for him, man. I do want to see that too. Yeah, what did he run? Like a 4.6?
I don't even remember.
Dude,
I think so. It was something fast.
Fuck, dude. He ran fast. He benched like a lot. I mean, it's incredible what he does. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't care about this matchup either. I'm gonna give it to the Seahawks just because.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Seahawks just because Russell Wilson. I don't even know who's starting at quarterback for Broncos right now.
Right. Yeah.
Is Brockweiler even still there, or is he out of the league now?
He's somewhere, not at the Broncos. I don't think. I have no idea.
All right, next we have Cowboys versus the Panthers.
Well, I have Ezekiel Elliott, so I kind of need the Cowboys to do well, and the Panthers are in the NFC South, of course. But I don't know. I mean, what the Panthers do is, I think, is all predicated on how well Cam Newton plays most times. So, I mean, it really just depends on what Cam does. And you know that he can go from having an amazing Superman year to being... Is it working?
Yeah. It's still on.
It looks like it's not as big now.
You just gotta talk louder, for real.
Oh. So have we been talking too quiet this whole time?
I mean, it's still better than the other mic. Well, that's basically like how the other mics talk. I think it should be fine.
Okay, let's run it back.
We'll see.
Okay. But yeah, like how the Panthers do will all be predicated on how Cam Newton does. I think their defense will always be fine because they got Luke Kuechly back there leading the charge with his smart self. And I think they still have Thomas Davis is his name, and they'll always have a decent defense. I don't know how the Cowboys are going to be this year. I heard there's somebody got injured on their line. I mean, they still got Zeke and Dak. I'm not huge on Dak. I don't think Dak's that great. But yeah, that's going to be a close game. I say I'm going to go Cowboy. I'm going to go Panthers. I'm going to go Panthers 21-14. I don't know why I gave a score. We haven't given a score in a minute, but yeah.
I like the prediction. I think I'll give it to the Panthers. I don't think the Cowboys' offense will be the same without Dez and Jason Witten. Ezekiel Elliott, I think, will do well. But also, like you said, there is some injuries on that line. So that's definitely going to put a damper on the effectiveness of both Dak and Ezekiel Elliott. But I think when they're fully healthy, the Cowboys would win this. But I give it to the Panthers too, with the veteran leadership on defense, and I think that Cam Newton will find a way to win this game.
Yeah, I mean he's the best player.
So next we got Redskins at Cardinals.
Redskins at the Cardinals. I hope my man AP performs. I want to see AP come back strong.
Wait, is he on the Redskins?
He's on the Cardinals.
He's on the he re-signed?
Oh wait, who's AP on?
I thought he's
on the Redskins.
Yeah, I thought he went.
He's on the
Yeah, that's
Redskins.
what I was about to say. I thought he
Yeah.
went to a different team.
Yeah,
All right,
he's on the Redskins. I want to see AP perform because I don't know. I need that in my life. I need AP to come back stronger than ever. I want him to be the best running back in the league. It's not because I drafted him in one of my leagues. I actually care for Adrian Peterson coming back strong. Oh, but I really don't know. The Redskins, they're just not interesting to me anymore without guys. Who's their quarterback? Alex Smith.
yeah, Alex Smith,
Alex Smith. Who else do they have on that team?
Jordan Reed, the tight end.
Okay, and who else?
They got Swearinger at safety.
Who?
Swearinger, that man hit hard as hell,
Is-
bro. That man hits hard.
Really?
But yeah, I'll give it to the Redskins in this game just because the Cardinals are getting old. I don't really know who all the Cardinals have anymore. I know they got rid of Tyrann Mathieu, which was my favorite player in the league. I'm also a big fan of Alex Smith. I think he's one of the most slept on quarterbacks in the NFL. He led Travis Kelce to getting the most points as a tight end last year. In case y'all wasn't aware, so that means you should check out Jordan Reed in your fantasy leagues, especially because he's been slept on because he's been getting hurt the last few years. But he is definitely one of the best tight ends when he's healthy.
Bless him with the knowledge, Sterlz.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Redskins over the Cardinals.
All right, I just don't care about that game. Next, Bears Packers. I don't know. The Bears are interesting now. When you add Khalil Mack to the mix, I mean, he makes anybody interesting, right?
I still don't think they got enough,
They don't. Yeah, I agree.
especially on defense.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is unbelievable. You can't. Yeah, I don't think they have enough either. But I mean, I think it makes the Bears way more interesting. That's for sure.
I'm also not sold on Mitch Trubisky. The man didn't even win the starting job at North Carolina when he was a junior. Had to wait till senior year.
Trash.
So I'm still not sold on him. They do have very nice running backs. I'm a big fan of Tree Cohen and Jordan Howard. I think Jordan Howard is top 10 in the league easily at running back. It's just the Bears always suck, so people don't really notice him as much. But with Aaron Rodgers, I'm giving this game to the Packers.
Same.
Because Aaron just going to put up too many points. And also, with a weapon like Jimmy Graham now, I think Jimmy Graham is going to have a kind of resurgent year. And we're going to see more of the numbers he was putting up in New Orleans with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers who can get him the ball in like no other.
I didn't understand why people were sleeping on him. I was listening in my first fantasy draft. I drafted Jimmy Graham. He was like, his ADP was really high, and I was confused. I was like, why aren't people drafting him? I was listening to like some draft podcasts or whatever, or some fantasy podcasts, and they were like sleeping on Jimmy Graham. I'm like, how can you sleep on Jimmy Graham? He was considered one of the best. It was him and Gronk at the top, and now he has Aaron Rodgers whipping him the ball. I don't understand that. But yeah, I agree. I think Jimmy Graham will return back to the likeness of that he was when him and Gronk were at the top of the tight ends. Aaron Rodgers would be the reason for that. And so yeah, I'm going with the Packers. But look out for the Bears. They'll be interesting. My man from Georgia, the linebacker, what's his name? Roquan Smith. Him and Khalil Mack. Be on the lookout for them. Anyway,
I like that. That's gonna be nice. They once Roquan Smith figures out the ins and outs of the NFL, that's definitely gonna be a nice combo having them two.
That's what I'm saying. So it should be interesting. Jets at the Lions Monday. Oh, we got two Monday nighters. Jets at the Lions. Another game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Lions just because they got Matt Stafford.
Yeah, Lions as well.
And the Jets are still just trash. They're gonna be rocking with the rookie quarterback.
Oh yeah.
They don't really got much on offense. Their best receiver is Robbie Anderson, who is going to be pretty nice, but with having no other weapons, you just gotta target him so much that he can't really be that effective because the defense is going. I do not. They still got Chris Ivory. I don't know. Oh, they got Isaiah Correll and Powell. Right. Powell is nice. Powell is nice as a 1-2 punch because he's really good in the passing game, but he's not like that great of a runner.
I'm almost 20% sure that Isaiah Crowell is like my second cousin. My second or third cousin. I'm really not positive though. Like my dad said it a while back that like he was my cousin. So like he's from, if I'm not mistaken, he's from Columbus, Georgia, which is where my dad's from. I'm about to look this up. If we have anybody listening to this podcast that knows how to look up family history. Yeah, look, bro, he's from Columbus. He's from Columbus, Georgia. My whole family on my dad's side is from Columbus, Georgia. Isaiah Crowell. You know what? I'm going Jets. Jets all the way. That's family right there. Jets versus Lions. Jets got it. Isaiah Crowell. Feed him the rock. That's my family. Anyways.
I'm sticking with my pick of the Lions. Matthew Stafford and Golden Tate will be too much.
Not for Isaiah.
And having Darius Slay guard Robbie Anderson will shut him down. So I don't know what other weapons the Jets really have. So
Isaiah Crowell, bro.
He was on the Browns for a while now. He hasn't did anything, so I don't think
it's hard to do anything on the Browns. Anyway, Rams at the Raiders. Rams.
Yeah, Rams. I think the Rams are gonna have basically the same year as they had last year. I think they're gonna be a team to mess with in the NFL. Like it's gonna be hard to get by them. They got a great defense, one of the best defensive lines. They got great corners. Their offense is coming together. Jared Fowl is in his Jared Goff. I don't know. I said that.
2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, Jared Goff is now in his second or his third year.
Probably 3rd year.
And then with Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley's coming to his own. We saw him ball out last year, so I'm excited to see what he does this year. And then they picked up Brandon Cook. They still got Robert Woods. I think it's going to be a great season for the Rams.
I think the Rams will have a great season as well. I mean, they couldn't do anything against the Falcons last year in the playoffs, but I think they'll definitely have a better. That man, Aaron Donald, is a monster. He throws NFL players around like they're children. Their offense is, I mean, it's going to be potent. I mean, any offense that has Todd Gurley is going to be pretty potent with the right line blocking. The Raiders, I don't understand the move. I mean, John Gruden, they were saying that John Gruden, or they were speculating that John Gruden was trying to basically relieve himself of the pressure of winning now by getting rid of Khalil Mack and rebuilding. Don't understand that. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that the Raiders were really a really good team, right? They had Derek Carr, right? And they still got Marshawn. I don't understand what you needed to rebuild for. I mean, trading away.
He said it was been too expensive. That's what was being reported.
And I heard that John Gruden's getting paid $100 million guaranteed, right? $100 million guaranteed to be on to coach. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I was hearing. It's just I hear like the quarterbacks just get their money immediately, right? They as soon as contract talks go with these elite quarterbacks, they get their money immediately, right? But anybody else, any other top player, then it's a problem, and it takes a while for them to get their money. Or it's a big deal. People throw fits, right, when other people are trying to get their money. It's weird to me, but yeah, it's a dumb move, but they'll pay for that. The Rams will win. Yeah, and that wraps that up. That's all the games.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
Got any closing thoughts that you would like to say about before the season of the NFL gets kicked off?
Falcons all day, every day. Y'all all need to be Falcons fans. Starting a movement, baby.
Got anything to plug?
You say what?
Got anything to plug?
What does that mean?
Like you gonna plug your social media or anything like that?
I'm dumb as hell. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Instagram. That's Instagram, but with 3 N's in the middle. Or that's with 3 N's. So Instagram. My Twitter, I don't tweet, but Stanley Hogan 24. And what else? Yeah, that's all give me on Snap. That's where I'm most active. Snapman Stan. That's my app. So yeah.
All right, yeah, and you can find me on the Snap. It's your boy Sterlz, or you can follow me on Instagram. It's Mr. Get Buckets _11. And yeah, that's it. Keep your head on the swivel.
Yay.